Happy Memorial Day, everyone, and I hope you all are having a good holiday weekend. Welcome to another of my multi platform live streams on the Get Fit and Be Lean program. And this week we are talking about micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, those small molecules and things that we need to get from our food and how to get them from our food, and also how we might ensure that we're not wasting a lot of money trying to get them. So, I'm Dr. Frank Cadle with the Get Fit and Be Lean program that I use to lose over 20% of my body weight in 2021. I lost more than 5 inches off my waist. I lowered my cholesterol by more than 20 points, my resting heart rate by more than 30 beats a minute. I lowered my systolic blood pressure by more than 20 millimeters of mercury. I did all of this without any medications, without surgery and its dangerous risks. And I think that I can show almost anyone how to do these same things through a pursuit of portion control with the two veggie goal and calisthenics that I perform on a regular basis, and which I posted earlier today if you want to check out some of my videos that have been online. So micronutrients, these are vitamins and minerals. I'm sure you've all heard of them. You may have heard them referred to as all kinds of different names: niacin, thiamine, the B complex. And one thing I want to really carry strongly, the message that you probably are not deficient in micronutrients. You probably don't have a vitamin or mineral deficiency. Fewer than 1 out of 10 people do. The majority of those are women of childbearing age because menstruation results in the loss of iron and protein, and you can account for that. But generally, other than that, maybe 2 out of 100 people for any particular nutritional deficiency. And I'm going to talk a little bit tonight about those nutritional components and how you can ensure that you are getting enough. So, the first one we look at is vitamin B6, and this is one of those that is related to menstruation and loss of blood. So vitamin B6 is one that we commonly see in women. And what do we recommend for them as far as intake to ensure that they don't suffer from a deficiency? Well, you get these from beef, from pork, from chicken, from potatoes. If you are a vegetarian, you're going to want to really stress intake of things like bananas. And if you are a strict vegan, you may find it necessary to intake some supplements. But in general, I would recommend to anybody, don't do that unless you've seen a physician, unless you've been treated with laboratory tests that show a specific deficiency, because Americans have the most expensive urine in the world. We spend billions of dollars on nutritional supplements, which we don't need. So next up, we have iron. Iron is another one that hits women hard, particularly women of childbearing age who are menstruating. Red meat is really the source that I use for iron. But if you are a person who is a vegan, you want to really make sure you're getting adequate amounts of spinach, quinoa. These are things that you can use to ensure you're getting enough iron. Vitamin D is vital to a number of biochemical processes in the body, also known as calciferol, and it's found in egg yolks. It's found in liver. I like liver, but a lot of people don't like to eat liver, so you're probably better off with the fatty fishes like salmon and the fish oils. And you can get it in milk, but if you're a vegan, you may want to strive for increased mushroom intake, because you can find calciferol in mushrooms. So vitamin C is, of course, the big one that the citrus industry likes to push. You're probably not deficient in vitamin C. It's pretty rare, fewer than 6% maybe. But if you are, you can alleviate that with bell peppers, with citrus, kiwi, and cantaloupe. Those are all things that you can eat that will limit the likelihood that you are nutrient deficient in vitamin C. Vitamin B12, one of the B complex vitamins, and you can find this in beef, liver, chicken. I've mentioned that a number of times now, but you can also get it in yogurt. You can get it in soy. You can get it in yeast. And so there are options for the vegetarians and the vegans out there to ensure they're not nutritionally depleted. Vitamin A, don't forget the 2 veggie goal that we push so hard here at the Get Fit and Be Lean program. Um, Kale, spinach, arugula, all these different vitamins are available in the leafy green vegetables you see me eating on a regular basis, and that I've really tried to expand my own diet into things like fennel, which I never really ate much. Arugula, never really ate much before the Get Fit and Be Lean program. Sweet potatoes, this is one of those nutrients that sweet potatoes provide that we stress are really not available in your white starch potatoes. Carrots and the other yellow vegetables. Vitamin E, very important for the skin, and we find those in sunflower seeds, spinach, almonds. This is one where I'm not going to push the meat-eating carnivore aspect of life, even though I like red meat. And finally, I'm going to talk a little bit about folate. Folate is a vital nutrient, and you really want to make sure you're getting this through asparagus, avocados, broccoli, spinach, all of that stuff you see me eating on a regular basis. Talk a little bit about the minerals. Calcium, very important for your bones. You can get it in yogurt, tofu, broccoli, pretty much any dairy product. Vitamin K is an interesting nutrient because if you have kidney problems, vitamin K, which is vital to the coagulation cascade, and there are a number of K-dependent proteins produced by the liver. You can actually get way too much vitamin K pretty easily if you're taking medication for diuretics, if you're taking other things. So you really want to question any kind of supplementation of, whoops, it looks like I lost the folks. Sorry about that. So bananas, avocados, potatoes, spinach, raisins, all of these are a source of vitamin K, which you need. And particularly you want to pay attention to electrolytes if you're in a very warm environment where you're depleting them through a lot of sweat. Magnesium, you can get through avocados and roasted almonds. Zinc is another vital mineral, and you can get it through oysters, cashews. If you're dietarily restricted to vegetarian food, you can get it through pumpkin seeds. And hopefully that gives you a little bit of information. This stuff is all available right off of the internet, and it is kind of in the weeds of biochemistry to start talking about the roles that the micronutrients play in the different biochemical reactions that go on in our bodies and cellular physiology. So I've been really hesitant to get too involved in that, even in the longer videos, because the fact is this is another one of those areas where I know that they say knowledge is power, but knowledge of any of this stuff is pretty unlikely to make it easier or more likely that you're going to adhere to a particular diet. And this is a program about getting fit and being lean, and the being lean portion really comes from the portion control. And I find portion control is a great deal more achievable if I am pursuing a very wide, broad, and varied diet. I really stress the 2 veggie goal because those kind of bulky foods can really make you feel satisfied after you eat a meal. But hopefully this is a little bit of information. You certainly do need to be aware of where your vitamins come from, and there's an endless amount of information available in all these different textbooks on different nutritional aspects of healing and growth and why it's so vitally important. But it doesn't really help from a standpoint of limiting your caloric intake, which is where I think most people in America are focused, with 2/3 of people either being overweight or outright obese, morbidly obese, with high blood pressure, high blood sugar, diabetes, all of the different osteoarthritis that comes from carrying around too much weight. And all of that stuff is really not a question of knowledge. There's some very smart people that are very overweight, and the knowledge does not prevent them from indulging in overeating. So I want to encourage you to follow my videos, check out the meals that I eat. I'm going to try to post more meal videos. I have a lot of them back on TikTok where I don't really post anymore, but I'll be trying to pull up some of those pictures and run you through some daily intake that I pursue that allowed me to lose 20% of my body weight in 2021, more than 5 inches off my waist, really changed the way I look and feel. And that's the message that I'm trying to get out to people, more than educational aspects of biochemistry and nutrition. I really want to try and help people internalize this information and make it a habit that they can pursue. I've talked a lot about how diets don't work, and one of the reasons they don't work is people just don't stick to them. They're not able to incorporate it into their daily life in such a way that allows them to pursue it over weeks and months. They've gone back and looked at these people that have participated in the Biggest Loser program, and those people had really intensive help and a lot of different support. But then once that support is gone, they're right back, and many of them gain the weight back or gain even more. And this is true with intermittent fasting. This is true with a lot of different, this is true with the drugs that have just come on the market, the Wegovy, the semaglutide. These medications are pretty miraculous. People do drop a lot of weight at $1,900 a month or something like that. And, that's a lot of money. And then when you go off the drug, you gain the weight back, because it's really those day-to-day portion control habits of using small utensils, using small serving dishes, things that allow us to feel satisfied, having well-cooked, spicy meals made with fresh food. These are the things that will really help you pursue and achieve these goals in the long term, as I hope to demonstrate for you as we go forward. So I really want to thank everybody for coming out. A little bit fewer. Did I look like I froze up? I didn't actually froze. I froze up in here. Fewer technical difficulties this week, although I'm still struggling with how to start a scheduled live YouTube video as the live video that I scheduled, rather than just a regular live. So if anybody knows that, you can send me a quick, just 3 or 4 line where I click and what I do, because I'm struggling with that. But definitely we've gotten some followers joining on the Twitter page, and that's exciting. I hope you guys will go to the Twitter page. I really try to post you links to the articles on a regular basis. If you want to get into the weeds of nutrition and the deep aspects of published literature on diet and exercise, that's the place to go. But if you just want to follow along with me, I hope you'll join. I hope you'll post your own workout videos of calisthenics that are based on what I'm showing you. I can do it. Anybody can do it. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate everybody joining, and I hope you'll take the time to go check out my Twitter account and retweet some stuff to give me some engagement.